Hi everyone, I'm Celine from Blue Calla Patterns. Welcome to the final video for the Milkweed Tote. This video is going to be short. We just have to do a little bit of the final assembly. So the first thing you're going to need are the completed interior and exterior shells. So if you'll remember from the end of video 2, this was the completed exterior of our bag. And then from the previous video, this is the completed interior or the lining shell of our bag. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your interior zipper pocket is open all the way. And then you're also going to want your main closure to be open all the way. Well, not all the way, but enough where you can open it completely. And then you're going to take the assembled exterior shell, which should be right side facing out, and you're going to put that inside your lining shell. Now, the one thing you'll want to make sure of is if you've decided that one side of your exterior is going to be the front of your bag, then you're going to pay attention to the direction of the zipper in your main closure here, just to make sure it's opening and closing in the direction that you prefer. I personally don't have a preference, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to put this inside anyway. Now, when we clip these top edges together, you're going to remember that we did make some marks at the top edge where we attached our D-ring connectors. So those are the side where we would match up the side seams of the lining with the those marks there. So technically, these marks would be where our side seams are. Okay, so you're going to start by lining up that side seam of the lining with that center mark that you made on your exterior. So that is step one. And then just clip that together. And then we're going to do the same on the other end. Okay, now if you want to be very, very picky, you could mark the center of the center panel area and mark the center here and match them up. But I'm not, I don't really do that, but you can if you want. What I like to do is I just kind of stretch out those top edges together and then I just clip them. And I usually clip center and then the rest. Okay, now that the top edge is all clipped together, what I'm going to do is go over to the machine and I'm going to sew all the way around the top edge. Okay, so we have the top edges sewn together. What I'm going to do before turning the bag right side out is I'm going to trim the seam allowances on the lining seams here. Okay, now I'm going to go through the opening in the bottom of the zipper pocket and pull the bag right side out. Okay, so it's kind of pulled out. You're going to see that the inner band sticks out. You're going to have to tuck that inside like this. And it can be a little bit tricky to do this since you can't really press the vinyl or cork. So what I do is I just kind of tuck it in and roll that seam. And I do this a little bit at a time. And then just use a clip to kind of hold the seam allowance in place how I like it. And then I'll be able to go ahead and top stitch that top edge. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and top stitch all around the top edge. Okay, the top edge is top stitched. Now I'm going to sew the bottom of my zipper pocket shut. So I'm just going to pull it out like this, and then you'll remember we had taped using double-sided tape, we had taped the bottom edges folded. So now you're just going to clip those folded edges together. And then you can either sew this shut by hand if you want it to look a bit neater, or you can use your sewing machine. And when you're sewing this together, make sure that you're using as small a seam allowance as you can, but still sew the two folded edges together. Okay, so I'm just going to sew all along here, making sure I backstitch at the beginning and the end. Okay, so that's sewn shut. We're just going to tuck it inside now. Okay, checking our lining. I do like how nice and a waterproof canvas lining is. It fits nicely inside a bag. Okay, so we only have two things left to do. One is to add our zipper end to the end of our zipper. And then the other is adding our crossbody strap. Now, before you add the metal end, you can actually shorten your zipper if you like. I don't like it when my zipper sticks out the top edge of the bag, so I do like to trim mine a little bit. So I'm going to just take off this much. And then when you do that, you should heat seal the end again. Trim my threads here. Okay, so place it so that you're looking at the wrong side of the zipper or the underside, and then just fold in the zipper tape this way, and then add your cap to the end of your zipper. And I like to use the stabby end, this pointy end. I have my screw in the way here. I'm just going to take the screw out all the way. This will allow me to just really get it in there. So you want to make sure that you have the end of the zipper as far into the cap as you can. And then you can just add in your screw. So you should be looking at the part with the screw, which is the underside of the zipper cap, the end cap. That should be facing you. Okay, and then that's what it looks like from the inside. Looks nice. So I'm going to tuck that in. And then the last thing we do is our crossbody strap. And we're using webbing for that in this pattern. So I'm just using some seatbelt webbing, and you can cut it to whatever length you like. I usually cut it to around 54 inches or so, maybe a little more. And then make sure you heat seal the ends. Now the first thing we're going to do is attach our rectangle slide to one end. So you're going to pass it through and then wrap it around that middle bar on your slider. And then I like to fold mine onto itself like this. I'm just going to hold that in place with a couple of clips. Okay, and that's what it looks like side view. And then I'm just going to sew a box of stitching. I make sure that my box goes above that raw end that's inside the layers. And then I'm also going to do an X of stitching inside the box. Okay, I do like to trim and melt the thread ends when I sew a strap like this. Just trim the longer threads and then just carefully do this. Okay, so that's done. So I consider this to be the underside of my strap. Then I need my 1.5 inch swivels. Okay, so then so this is the strap, and then I pass the end, making sure you don't twist the strap. Make sure it stays nice and flat. I pass it through one of the rings of my swivel, and then I pass it through the slide again. Okay, so then it should look like this. And then I'm going to pass this through the ring of the second swivel, and then again I fold the strap end onto itself. And then just like I sewed on the rectangle slide, I'm going to do a box of stitching with the X inside. Okay. Okay, so just going to trim and melt the threads again. Okay, and then all we have to do is put the swivels onto our D-rings. And then our bag is done. If you enjoyed this sewing tutorial, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Your support is much appreciated.